Am I the asshole for taking my daughter and cutting off my parents without telling them? Posted by Comfortable C825. I, an 18F, decided to bring my almost 5-year-old daughter with me, 5 hours away from my parents. I need to know if I went too far. When I was 12, I was SA'd by a family member who was 17, and I became pregnant. My parents were pro-life and forced me to keep the baby, even when I begged them not to. I gave birth at 13 and bled a lot. I had a hemorrhage and they performed a C-section and hysterectomy on me. I had a daughter, and when I was told I would never have kids again, I hated my parents so much for it. They made me suffer over something that was preventable. They decided to lie to neighbors and friends about how the baby was conceived, saying that I was sleeping around. I got bullied in my neighborhood and at school with kids calling me mommy and making fun of my C-section scar. I lost a lot of friends because of it. There were rumors that I had STDs from sleeping around, and I probably didn't even know who the father was. The father of my daughter, he faced no trouble for the assault. When his family heard about him impregnating me at 12, they moved to a different place and changed everything. I don't care to ever see them again, and I'm glad they left me alone. My parents decided to take care of my daughter and ignored me. The only good thing they gave me was therapy. At one point, I used to hate my daughter for causing me this pain, but in therapy, my hatred shifted more towards my parents. They knew that for my height, age, and weight, I could have died giving birth, and they didn't care at all. She was innocent in this, and I didn't want my daughter to be raised by abusive, narcissistic parents. I didn't want them to take away my motherhood. I didn't want her to have generational trauma. So when I turned 18, I found my aunt on social media who is estranged from my parents, and she offered for my daughter and me to live with her. I have legal rights over my daughter. My parents didn't have any rights. They were more like caregivers. One night, while my parents were asleep, I was already packed up, along with my daughter. My aunt came and drove us to her place, and she's paying for my college fund, too. And I decided to take a gap year to adjust to this new place. My daughter's adjusting well. She said that she misses my parents. I think we'll be fine. She loves my aunt's dogs so much and would cuddle with them. She's going to kindergarten, and pickups are only for me and my aunt. I told one of my friends who was with me through it all, and she told me that it's kind of heartless that I disappeared without even giving my parents a note or something. She told me I could probably cause them an aneurysm because I disappeared like that. Maybe I should have told them. I thought I was doing the right thing by leaving, but my own friend who was with me through thick and thin is telling me that I should have given them some type of note. I kind of feel bad. I've always had empathy for people who were horrible to me, except for my abuser. But now I'm scared they might try to find me and take my daughter or try to turn everyone against me again. I've never parented, so I could be bad at it, but my aunt is helping me. I'm also scared my parents might pass out or something bad if my and my daughter's leaving caused that. Thinking about it is making me more paranoid. So, am I the asshole? Known ratio 578. Why are you even wondering if you're an AH? OP response. It's because my dad has health problems, and seeing that my daughter is gone without any explanation might harm his health. I don't want to be the cause of something like that, especially since they don't know where I live or where I am since my aunt has cut them off. Update. Hello, a lot of you asked for an update. I decided to block that friend out of my life. They knew what I went through and chose to worry about my parents. That's not happening. I filed a report to confirm that I am safe and my daughter is safe, so they can't file missing reports and waste everyone's time. The thing is, my parents don't know where I am. They could be thinking that I am at a friend's house or a shelter, etc. They were never close to my aunt and don't know where she is at all. My aunt privated her social media. She was pro-choice and never agreed with my parents' values, But she decided not to take any action because it didn't affect her life until the pregnancy happened. She ended up getting really upset when I gave birth and she cut them off and moved away. It's basically been like this for a long time. I'm doing fine and my daughter sleeps in the same bedroom as me. For people saying that this is fake, you are literally the reason why people are too scared to speak out. My focus is on my daughter now, and if my parents find me, we will get a restraining order against them. I'll update if anything happens, but right now, silence is better. Scared Vacation 333. This story doesn't add up. They don't do a C-section on you after you give birth. C-section is a way for a woman to give birth. OP response. Yeah, I worded that part wrong, sorry. What I meant was that I started hemorrhaging badly during labor and they had to do an emergency surgery to stop the bleeding. I was only 13 and didn't understand all the medical stuff at the time. They told me later it was technically a hysterectomy, but I thought it was a C-section because they opened me up and I had the same type of scar. I just described it the way I remembered it.